You a little bit of a different video. This is going to be a compilation of some of my favorite beginner card tricks that you guys could learn right away. Let's say you click this video and you want to learn some tricks that you can do just literally right after you watch this video. So this isn't really dedicated to a lot of my subscribers, but maybe some new people who are looking up card tricks, because I know the holidays are coming up, which means you're probably going to have some family and you want to learn some tricks to impress them or whatever. So here's what I recommend. Here's 3 cool tricks that you guys could do starting right now. Alright, so the first one would look like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the performances of all 3. The first one would look somewhat like this. You have the spectator pick any card that they want. In this case, this is going to be your card for the trick. And you're going to tell them that you are going to take their card, lose it into the deck. This way the card is mixed up. And then from here you can tell them, that you've been practicing for a little bit and you have a good idea of where the card is. And you're going to have them hold on to the bottom half of the deck. You'd say, alright, so, like I said, I've been practicing for a little bit. I think your card, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think I've controlled your card to this packet up here. So you're going to show them that, you're going to show them, the cards that are in this packet, but if they see their card, tell them not to say anything. So you're going to tell them their card could either be the King of Diamonds, it could either be the 4, the 3, the 4, or the Ace. So you have them hold on to this packet right here, okay? And you're going to tell them that within a snap, just like this, the 4 cards, or the 5 card packet now is turned into 4, and you ask them if their card has disappeared. They're going to say yes. You're going to ask them to go ahead and look through the deck that you've given them, and just like that, guys, you're going to show them that their card is actually face up in the middle. So this is the first trick, and that's that. Alright, so this trick is going to work a little bit even easier than the last one, but essentially you're having the spectator go ahead, they pick another card from the middle of the deck. Let's say this is going to be the spectator's card, and now from here you can have them essentially just go ahead, put their card in the middle, you mix up the deck a little bit to make sure their card is lost again. Okay, so you tell them, okay, so now from a shuffled pack, I'm going to go ahead and put this into my pocket. So you take the deck, you put it in your pocket, you tell the spectator to name a number, and this number could be any number that they want. So let's say they want to name a number like 15. So the card's in your pocket, you're reaching in with one hand, you're grabbing it, you say, okay, 15. So I'm going to go, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. The 15th card is going to be your card, just like that. So, and this is all from your pocket. That is the second trick, guys. Then we're going to show you the third one. Alright, so the third one is actually really super simple as well. Essentially, for this trick, all you have to do is you can have the spectator go ahead, shuffle up the deck, and then you can have them, let's say at this moment, you can go ahead, have them shuffle up the deck, and then you're going to tell them to stop wherever they want. Let's say they said stop around here. They said stop exactly here. You show them their card. In this case, their card is going to be the 8 of spades. You go ahead, you put the 8 in the middle, and you would have them hold on to the top half of the deck. And just like this, guys, you're going to push in the top card, wave the deck around, and just like that, it's going to float back up to the top. But not over here. The card is actually going to float, come to the top of this package. So this is the third trick, guys, and if you want to do this, don't forget to stick around for the tutorial. Alright, so like I said before, these tricks were super simple. This video wasn't really directed towards my initial subscribers, but any new people that want to come here and learn card tricks. So the first trick that I taught, I believe it was the middle card trick, and now I do have a separate video for that as well, but I really wanted to include this here in this video, only because this really is my go-to card trick. If anybody says, do a card trick for me or whatever, this is the trick I would normally do, because you can have the spectator shuffle up the deck, and it works, every time. So here's what it looks like. You would have the spectator go ahead and pick any card that they want to from the deck. Now I'm going to be teaching this trick as if you've never seen a card trick before. So essentially, the spectator can pick any card they want. In this case, let's say it's going to be the Queen of Spades. And now what you want to do is you want to give them the illusion that you are actually mixing up this card into the deck. So what I did was a double undercut. So I lifted up the bottom half of the deck, just like that, and I pushed the card in, so this way the card really is in the middle, just like this, as you guys can see. And now all you have to do is, as you're pushing the card in, so this is what it looks like, the card's getting pushed in, you are also pulling down the card. So the card is going towards the table, towards the ground, you push that in, and then you're going to get a break, just like that. So this is super simple to do, guys. It's like just takes one step, and all you have to do from here is take your pinky, and you're taking half of the bottom of the cards, just like this. You're taking half the deck, so it looks like that. Half the deck is coming towards the top, and then you grab the cards from that break, and now their card is going to be on top. Alright, so from here you give them the whole spiel about, you practicing with cards and you saying, alright, so I'm going to give you this half of the deck, and you give the spectators the bottom half of the deck, which does not have their card. Now from here you say, alright, so, I think I've controlled your card to, this half of the deck, and all you have to do is peel off 5 cards. So you thumb over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now when you flip the cards over, their card is going to be in the first place. And before you flip them over, say, alright, so I'm going to show you these cards. Your card's probably one of them, but if you see your card, don't say anything. So you tell them, you flip it over, you're in this setup, you tell them, alright, so your card's either the Queen of Spades, and here's the move right off the bat, it takes 2 seconds. You have the cards in what's known as middle grip, so your thumb is going to be at the bottom with your middle at the top. So this is what it's going to look like, and all you have to do is thumb over just one card. This is going to be the Queen, that gets thumbed over. And now as you're going to go to peel off the second card, all you're doing is grabbing that bottom card, this Queen of Spades, with the second deck. So this comes over, the 7 is now going to cover it, and from the front it looks like this. There's the Queen. I can hold on to it with my thumb at the bottom here like this, and my middle at the top. So that's how I'm holding onto the card, and as you thumb over the 7, you just grab that Queen of Spades with your thumb and middle finger, and this comes down. And when you go to get the 3, you can leave the deck on top, square up that Queen just like that, and continue to thumb over the cards. And Sarah, now go ahead and hold this for me as well. So now they're holding this packet thinking their card is in there, but in reality their card is actually right here at the bottom. And very nonchalantly you just put the deck back over in their hands. Don't even make a word about it, because then they're going to look at it. So you say, alright, so here's the group of 5 cards. You snap your fingers and their card is actually going to vanish from over here, and now it's going to be face up in the middle of this pile. So that is the first trick, guys. Alright, and so the second trick I taught as well. This one is super simple. You can have the spectator, again, go ahead. These are all impromptu card tricks, meaning there's no setup. You can have the spectator go ahead and pick another card from the middle. Let's say they wanted to pick something like this. Doesn't matter what it is. What you're going to do is, this is their card right here. So let's say this is the 6 of Spades. And you want to give them the illusion that you are also mixing up the card into the deck. So you stick the card in. You do the same exact thing where you push down on it and push it in at the same time, and that is going to cause that break. And now I'm going to give you guys a second way of controlling the card to the top. So obviously you have the break here with their card from the front. You can't really see it, but here on the side, all you're going to do is grab the top half of the cards. I'm trying to get you guys so you can see. You've got the top half of the cards just like this. You're putting it to the table just like that, and then you're grabbing it from the break. So this way, this isn't really a double undercut. You're just taking cards off the top. And then if you know how to do riffle shuffle, you can go ahead and do one, but make sure to leave the spectator's card on top of the deck. So super simple, guys. The card goes to the top, and now all you have to do is stick. You can tell the spectators that you're going to stick the deck into your pocket. So you actually stick the cards in your pocket, and they can name any number 1 to 52, but obviously you don't want to be sitting there for too long. So you can tell them, all right, yeah, go ahead and name a number, but just make sure it's not, too big. So you have them pick a number, and let's say they wanted to pick a number like, let's say like 10, so you guys get the idea. So essentially the cards do go into your pocket. You just have to remember which one is the top card and which one is the bottom card. So the cards go away in your pocket, and let's say they said a number like 10. So until you get to number 10, you only take cards from the bottom. So these are in your pocket. You count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And when you get to the 10th card, you're going to grab the top card just like that, and you pull out the 10th card, which is going to be theirs. So that is the second trick, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do the third one right now. Alright, so for the third trick, this one is also really simple. I kind of took this from this is just like a little segment of the Ambitious card routine. I'll leave a link up there in case you guys want to learn the whole thing. But the Ambitious card routine is a card trick that basically it repeats the same process using the double lift over and over again, reincorporating it into different ways. So for this part, this is just like a standalone effect kind of taken from that big trick. So essentially you have the card selected, or actually what you could do is have the spectator shuffle up the deck just like this. So I'm not, I could teach you guys the Marlowe tilt, but like I said, I want to keep this as simple as possible. So you have the spectator shuffle up the deck, and then you're going to have them, say stop whenever they want, and you really are going to stop it exactly where they say stop. You pick up the deck, and from here you're going to do what's called the double lift. So I'm going to leave a link to that as well, so this way you guys get a good in-depth tutorial of that. But essentially, all you have to do is you're flipping over 2 cards instead of 1. So this is probably the most standard move in card magic. You're just taking your finger, riffling off 2 cards. This is going to be 2 cards. And you're taking that and you're flipping it over. And it looks like it's just 1 card. So you say, alright, so you stop me at the ace of spades. You go ahead, you flip the double over. So what you're doing is when you're saying, alright, let's put this card in the middle, you're not putting that card in the middle. You're putting a random card in the middle. So this one, okay, and you want to make sure that they don't see it. So you could put the card in from the back and do the same effect, but it's really not going to have the same ending as with the spectators. If you put it in the front, they can clearly see where the card's going. Okay, they can see it right there. You just do not want them to see that random card. So at this point, you just go ahead, you riffle down about half the deck on top, so this way you still have some cards on top of that spectator's card. Is alright, you just go, alright, hold this for me. So this way it's not making a big deal. You don't really even have to make eye contact. You just ask them, you say, alright, actually go ahead and hold this part of the deck for me. And you make no big deal about it. You go ahead, you square this up. You can have them squared up if you want. From here you can snap your fingers, wave the deck, literally whatever you want. It's alright, so your card should come back to the top. And then from here the spectator is going to think you don't know what you're doing, but all you have to do is say, wait, hold on, go look at the top of this pile. And just like that, guys, the top card is going to be over there, and that is their selection. So like I said, I know a lot of you guys are going to want some more advanced tricks, but I wanted to make this video for, like I said, people who want to just do some card tricks, especially during the holidays. I know that's coming up. So this is the video, guys. I hope you guys like it, and if you're new, go ahead and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.